Hello there, and welcome to another edition
Disable
of
rapid
Very
fire.
Easy League
Enable a
2020.
rapid fire.
This is a Week 6 matchup featuring Makarov360 and TinoHG. We have Joseph Joestar 316 and Mayu-chan on comms. Take it away.
All right, so we're back once again, Mayu. How
Yeah.
you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's getting a bit cold outside, but except for that, I'm doing fine. I'm not really going outside, so shouldn't bother me. How are you doing?
All right. Oh, good. It's also pretty cold out, but I'm also eager to see these two go at it.
Yeah,
which is going to be
go
starting
already?
right now. Yep, they're ready to
Well,
go.
we are still in our small talk.
Yeah, no, it's all fun and games until the race gets on, then it's back to business. But
Yeah.
So here we got Makarov and Tino racing each other. I believe their league times, or not league types, but their league records are relatively close. Just kind of checking. Actually, no, I take that back. Okay, so Tino is 2-2. Makarov is 0-4, but I mean, it's still got plenty of weeks left in the league to, make a splash. But it's going to be an interesting matchup between these two because I think their skill level is relatively equal, especially
It's
now
not
with
too far, right? Yeah.
especially now with the rapid fires you're hearing on
Yeah.
one of the screens. As the new integration, it'll help optimize codecs, skipping cutscenes, and
Yeah, I
some
need to
execution.
mute his screen for that one because he's doing it too much. I'm getting slightly triggered by that.
Oh man, it's just you wait. It'll kick in later.
Yeah, we had
I
this
have
already.
patience now, but minutes later and maybe an hour later, I may not feel the same. But so Olga's getting underway, and it looks like Makarov got a right spawn, and Tino
Both
did
the right
not.
spawn. They
Oh,
both
maybe
got
he
the
did. I
right
just
spawn.
missed it.
Yeah, they both got the right, but Tino only got one shot in.
Oh, okay,
That
so
looks
that's
like a new
interesting.
setup, apparently. Oh, and Makarov missed the headshot on Olga. Now she's getting
that's
iframed all the way. This is gonna cost him a bit, for sure.
Yeah, so Olga, like many other things throughout this category, can help determine, at least early on, an early pace. So Tino getting a little favorable start, but thankfully with VE, there's lots of things to, to look forward to see where this goes. But
No
right
death
now
drop by
he's.
both.
Yeah, I don't know what Makarov was trying to do with his, but it looked like Tino was trying to go for it, and I don't know if he necessarily timed it right. It's an animation skip where if you unequip your handgun and then spam square, or with the rapid fire doing it for you, it allows you to just drop down instantly, saving you about half a second.
Actually, what I tried to do it with the rapid fire enabled. It actually gives you like a little stutter animation. So I wouldn't recommend it doing it with the rapid fire.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure about the rapid fire itself, especially since I can't get it functioning right now.
Yeah,
Especially
same.
with the toggle, but I do feel like there's some curiosity behind that with not only things like damp drops and a bunch of other things, but what other possibilities could there be? So it looks like Tino is doing a standard engine room. Makarov going for the aggressive drop, and he did not land in front. He landed on top of him. So
but we'll still give him the cutscene.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's going to really save him any time, more or less what Tino is doing. Both methods are about the same in terms of pacing. The only thing you will skip is this little cutscene that Tino is now just skipping through, while the aggressive drop, as I tend to call it, allows you to shoot the radio of the guard that is on the lower floor. But all it saves you is just that little cutscene skip. But still, lots coming up. Coming up with Guard Rush pretty soon.
There's a lot to come. Tino going for the old school setup by just straight up annihilating the guard. While we'll see something different by Makarov in a little bit. He will shoot the guard with the SOCOM first, and then shoot him with the M9. This will make the second guard, he's passing now, move a bit more forward to get a more consistent shot on him.
Wow, it is really interesting that he did that roll like that. I mean, it's, you know, I think he's trying to like overcome the like slow walk if you walk over a guard's body as they're collapsing or if they're on the ground. But I know ideally you just want to keep moving because, I mean, unlike Raiden, who actually gains like a burst of momentum every time you do it, even if it's 0.05 seconds. Oh, back! What are you doing? Oh, he went to the floor. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I know exactly what this does when you do it. Yeah, that is gonna cost them. But anyways, yeah. So like when Snake rolls, it actually slows you down a little bit every time you do it. I mean, there's instances where it's acceptable, especially like going up staircases or going into loading rooms a little bit sooner. But yeah, I'm not too sure about that roll that he did in the hallway.
Tino tried to roll and was laying on the floor for a little bit. He did
Oh,
not.
see, there you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get it, and other times it.
And
Oh man, I love
really
that
nice
roll.
No, Makarov got to continue hold one. Hold one
Man.
is so cruel.
I mean, all of the holds are cruel, but yeah, especially when you get somewhat of a run going and then something like that happens. All right, so it looks like he's gonna try it again. Is he gonna go for the flick shot? And nope, he's gonna go around. Very, very smart.
Nope, playing it safe here.
Yeah, there's several different ways to get through hold one. There's even a very, very aggressive, but it does work. I mean, unless if your name is Platonic Guy. I mean, I don't know who else does it, but you can actually go down the right side pathing, and if your shots and movement are dead on, I mean, you can make it through. I don't know if I would advise it. I mean, I certainly won't try it anytime soon, but I believe Platonic did it not too long ago on, I think it was maybe on stream, or it might have been one of the Discord races. I can't remember, but oh boy. So it looks like he's going for 2 spot pictures. Tino making his way into the plant. Did it, then failed hold 2. I mean, I still give you credit, Platonic, for even just doing it.
I just wanted
but
to
that
say
was pretty
he did
funny.
it in the race against me, where he was doing the right side hold 1 and then had a continuing hold 2.
Oh yeah, that was the so-called meme run, I think Platonic called it. After he did that, it was like, yeah, after that continue, I'm just gonna meme, and it's like, interesting.
We have a 420 date of birth by Tino. I guess he never changed it. Not sure if he also has year 1969, but I guess we have some people in chat who can tell us. We have a lot of people watching.
Yeah, no shortage of memes in this league, let me tell you.
Yeah, definitely. I also have to get a meme save at one point, just for the sake of the league.
Yeah, Tino's going for the M9 while he's waiting for the elevator. It may look like he's, killing time ineffectively, but it actually does help you with waiting for the elevator. It gives you time to get the weapon, go back, and when you get to the rooftop after the elevator, there's actually an extra ammo box you can get there. Sometimes you can even get it in the docks before you leave. So
enough, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got a pretty significant lead early over Makarov. But with bomb defusal, there's a lot of things that can, go either way, but it's going to have to take quite a tumble on Tino's end to shift it with Makarov trying to catch up.
Also picking up the M9 here, but I guess for Makarov,
he's having a little bit of trouble trying to get in there.
It's for the sake of a non-lethal Fatman. I know he is practicing it a lot. Not sure if he will show it up today, but I definitely know he's practicing it.
Okay, he's tranking that guard as well. I mean, I know you have spare ammo with this, but what's he doing? Just go in the elevator. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Tino, not even Tino, the car wheel in the wrong direction. What?
Oh man, I really get triggered when I do those things myself with going randomly prone to the floor just because of mistiming the cartwheel. But I don't know. I just gotta take a step back for a little bit and just kind of just, commentate the race. But
Yeah.
anyways, like you said, picking up the M9, like you said, Mayu, it allows you to at least have the opportunity to go for a non-lethal Fatman fight. Whether we'll see that or not will be seen later. But still looking pretty good for Tino. I mean, I don't think I've seen, I don't know, any big mistakes so far. Maybe just like little things here and there with movement.
He
Got
cartwheeled
to
in the
think-
wrong direction once.
Oh yeah, there was that. I mean, again, I don't know. It's like I look at these things happening. It's like, man, it's like I just did that the other day, and actually I did
Yeah,
very
that
gracefully.
stuff happens. Sometimes you're not completely turned around the corner and then Ryan decides to cartwheel in the complete opposite direction. Sometimes it happens twice.
Let's see. Wait, did I just lose audio from? Oh, never mind. Tino was just skipping through the cutscene so fast. I was like,
Yeah. No audio
Okay.
for us here.
All right, so Tino going the standard clockwise routing. There actually is another way to go about this, which is going clockwise while picking up 2 cardboard boxes A and C, which I believe that's what they are labeled, but they're meant to warp you to struts A and C throughout the bomb defusal process. It actually puts you ahead of somebody going the normal route, given, just like everything plays out very well on both ends. And, Tino having a little bit of trouble getting up.
This is something which happens a lot in Strat to me.
Yeah,
I
I don't know what it
don't
is
know how
about
often I
Strut
laid on the
but
floor there.
Strut just does not like me no matter what difficulty or category I run. It's just a place you just never expect to make mistakes, and they just happen anyway.
I have to say,
Uh,
Strat is one of the more difficult rooms to learn for sure.
I mean, I really do feel like there's truth to that, and more so than just, either VE going one way or the other. It's definitely not a kind room, especially for mistakes to pop up.
I can't talk for other difficulties. I only run VE. Tino going for fancy cartwheel up the stairs.
That was really fancy.
But he's not going for the
Whoa.
fancy one here and cartwheels into the wall.
Yeah, so he lost a little bit of time, but like it was found recently that if you time the cartwheel and position yourself just right, you can actually cartwheel up and over the steps just enough to, kind of maintain your momentum and keep running. You don't have to do like the slow steps animation that you would normally see going upstairs like that. Like it's done in multiple places, actually. I mean, there's these steps that Tino is just making his way back down from, and also the steps in the EF connecting bridge going to Shell 1, and maybe the ones actually in the Shell 1 entrance. I'm not exactly sure myself, but those are just at least 2 of the places where I know it can be done.
Yeah. One place where it also can be done is Strut D leading to Harrier. Where you can also do it, but I don't know if it even saves time there because the angle you have to take is really weird.
Oh, they go for the damage cancel.
Damage cancel.
Wow, that is very gutsy.
But this means we won't. Oh, Makarov cartwheeling against the Harrier.
He cartwheeled too early, so he had to shuffle forward to get in range of the C4 bomb. But still looking good for Tino right now. I mean, he's just cruising, going from one strut to the next with, especially that damage cancel was really sick.
That showed us that he won't go for the claimer strut.
Oh, he got kicked!
He missed the shot and got kicked. This cost him a bit of time.
Yeah, that's gonna lose him at least 3.5 seconds. I think he was expecting the guard to kind of see him like as he turned the
Makarov,
corner.
really nice claimer pickup there.
Oh, so he did go for it. Okay, so most likely, like you said, Makarov's gonna go for Claymore strat and B2 of the Shell 1 later. Tino most likely gonna opt out of it because okay, so a little opposition. There he goes.
Oh, here we go. It's a really awkward position.
Yeah, You
I
have to
don't like it.
position yourself like hugging the right side of that pipe. Like you have to be touching it. If you're even half a step over, it will not work trying to defuse the bomb from the other end. And you also have to be just above the white painted line. Otherwise, again, you're just too close for the spray to reach it. I don't know, it's really odd how the spray. Ooh, that was pretty cool what Makarov just did. This is a little aggressive, but I mean, it did allow him to make up a little bit of time, but it's still favoring Tino right now. I mean, right now he's at least. Where is he at? So he's in strut 8 pump room, and Tino's just getting the strut B. So he's about like a strut and a half behind. Still not counting anybody or anything out, as I tend to tell people. It's, it may look like, yeah, Tino's got this in the bag, but, there's still a lot of things that can happen.
Action
As I
can
know,
lose a lot of time.
yeah, I know Tino struggled in the shell and runs in the past. I mean, little things with trying to get the guard up to the retinal scanner, or even just, getting an alert there from just, mismenuing or firing their weapon. Man, I really ought to shut up at times because I'm just gifted with broadcaster's curse. As soon as I said, misfiring of the weapon, and here he goes and misses the guard coming up. It's like, man, I really ought to just like just go away for a bit.
Just don't talk about stuff like that.
I'll just have like a
will
happy
hit us
face.
all.
Just put on a happy face, and if the mistakes happen, I at least say, well, at least I didn't do
Yeah,
that.
like the meme with the crying guy with the happy face in front of it.
Oh, very nice cartwheel pickup on Sensor
Yeah.
B. So you'll notice that he's picking up Sensor B last, rather than picking up first, then the bomb. It was found during a VE tournament in the summer of this year by King of the Bees. He demonstrated it during a race where it saves you, I think it's like a second, just from time that you're losing waiting for a codec to load in when you exit the room. But by doing this, it may look like you're starting from farther away, but you're saving time overall by a second just from, sequence of events. But I think it was Bees did it, and then I think D-Limes was intrigued by
Exactly
what they did, and then timed it just to see if there was like any kind of validity behind like what they were doing, and as it turned out, there was time save.
The codec is instant, while when you're picking up the sensor first and then defuse the last bomb, you get a codec a bit later, and there's a little animation, I would say. I would call it like that. And the animation, the time save you get from that.
Yeah, and you also have to keep in mind that I think Sensor B is still picked up, but it's done a little bit differently if you go the counterclockwise conveyor belt strat, which is, again, you're going the opposite way that both of these guys just ran the game, and that cart was a little too early. Trying to go into the door. So you're trying to go counterclockwise. You're picking up 2 boxes, which is going to warp you to struts A and C at different points of bomb defusal, which is contingent on getting up and... Oh, what are you doing, crawling into the door? You have no business doing that.
Tino had to adjust a little bit, had to take one step more forward because he wasn't spraying the bomb. But now he got it.
Yeah, here I'm trying to explain what's, the conveyor belt thing is, and it's like, man, I just can't help myself. But anyway, so it's very contingent on getting on top of a step and strutty in the parcel room, and you also have to angle it a certain way so you get on top of the conveyor belt, which is... Oh, wait, Tino? Okay, so he... Alright, so it looks like he's okay. I was a little worried getting that step placement.
Actually, that could be someone you could try. You have a lot of time before she actually starts firing. If you are having trouble with your D-pad, that take like these little steps, which mess up your position you're in after.
Oh, Makarov's close to that edge. He's gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, okay, so he did D-pad out of it. All right, very smart of him. Because if, I don't know what it is, but like if you're too close to that edge, defusing the last bomb underneath the sub, you can actually go into the water for a swim and lose a lot of time.
If you dive, you lose even more time.
So
Makarov having problems with this. It looked like he had a little bit of problems with his controls there.
Yeah, I know he was saying before the race that his D-pad was giving him a little bit of issue with like sensitivity, but it looks like he's okay. Yeah, it looks like he's in the right spot. Okay, what is he doing? He just... Okay, I don't know what he's up to. Like, he was just like taking like really unnecessary damage, like as like the because like again, you're trying to let Fortune destroy the forklift as well as.
Nice cliff pickup by Tino at this point.
Oh, that was very slick. I still, I don't know, hesitate to even go near that damn thing.
Yeah, I also rather take the 3 seconds or whatever and pick them up at.
So the whole idea is to allow Fortune to destroy the forklift, and I don't know what happened there exactly. Maybe she struck a box and that, you know, kind of knocked him over. Okay, well that one is just, you know, Fortune has some variants, even though there's things that are done to minimize it, such as prompting her to destroy the forklift ASAP, as well as having her destroy both of the golden barrels in the room. It just minimizes a lot of the redundant scripting with the fight. So it's not just a free auto scroller. There actually is time loss that can happen based on things you do or things you don't do. And Mac
Really nice up by Makarov.
But he did get it. But anyway, so both. Oh, see, I know what that's like with that analog turn. I did that yesterday twice in the same strut. There's something about strutty, I swear. But anyways, so Tino making his way up to Fat Man first. Makarov still got a ways to go to catch up. Now, from what it looks like in his setup, you know, for Tino, it doesn't look like he's gonna go for an non-lethal. Like he just doesn't have the like equipment set up in his previous. I think he's just gonna go standard. Just
I guess so as well. Oh, he's going for the new setup. And Fatman fell
kind of in a weird spot,
but
I think he'll be fine. I think he's just gonna miss on damage here. So, oh, he got good RNG placement. And, oh, he had to reload his gun. Again, not too. Oh no, he's short. He's short on damage. Oh my goodness.
That's
what I was
that's really unfortunate.
Oh, so you had to knock him down twice because there's different methods of handling Fat Man aside from non-lethal, which Makarov looks like he's gotta go for it. He has his M9 ready. But like there's the immediate knockdown, disarm the bomb, shoot Fat Man, let him get up, shoot him down, finishing blow, and then defuse the last bomb. Or there's the revised setup where you bait Fat Man forward. Oh, Makarov's going for it. He's knocking him down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, he's short. Oh, man, both of these guys. But you know what? I do got to give Makarov credit for at least going for it. And
yeah.
Oh, was that Bob short from defusal?
I'm not really
sure. It was. Yeah, I got to give him credit for trying it. It's actually on my to-do list to actually learn non-lethal. I don't know if he saved any time exactly over what Tino did. Maybe just like, I don't know, marginally just for even doing non-lethal over Tino's, like having to knock him down 3 times with the SOCOM, but still early lead to Tino, making his way into Shell 1.
Tino using D-pad, getting around the claim was really nice.
Analog for life.
Nope.
Yes.
D-pad all the way.
Can I take my analog away? Sorry, it's just
call D-pad here.
I'm a proud member of the Analogers, along with Platonic Guy.
And I guess you two are the only ones who are part of this club?
Well, I mean, technically speaking, we're part of the club, but I have yet to have tripped it in a race, but I'm sure it'll happen now that I said that. But I'll keep doing it until I get away with it, and Makarov getting stuck upstairs.
What are you doing?
What exactly happened there was, if you are cartwheeling on the wrong frame, you're going prone instead of cartwheeling down the stairs, and this is what happened to Makarov. He also uses
Tino is not going for... Or actually, no, wait, no, he did the damage cancel.
Yeah, he did the damage cancel.
I I think Makarov is the one we might expect to see.
Yeah,
Claymore
I really
strat.
think so.
Yeah, say hello to the parakeet. Fun fact on the Japanese version of this game, whenever the parakeet says that, I guess, vocal prompt when you go through B2 of the Shell on Core, is it makes it sound like it's saying, Ohio. Nice little nod off to our speedrunner from Ohio.
Isn't Ohio even Japanese for hello or something?
I don't know exactly what it
Yeah.
says, but like I heard it from him when it's like the line makes it sound like it says Ohio.
Yeah, so it would make sense because he says hello there. So it would make sense.
All right, Makarov did go for the mine strat. So
Yeah.
basically what you do is you take the mine that you acquired from the EF connecting bridge, plant it, shoot it with the AK. This lures guards up to the elevator while keeping the same elevator open. Oh, that was really close on Makarov killing that guard that close to the elevator.
Oh, he missed aims. He did not see him and had to go back. This will cost him a bit of time for sure.
Yeah, Makarov's slowly gaining some ground back in here. I don't know what corner Ames was in for Tino. It looked like it was southwest. I just kind of glanced at it, but you'll notice that when they put the guard up to the retinal scanner, they're unequipping not only their AK, but the BDU as well, because turns out, even on the PC version, unequipping the BDU going into the shell on core actually saves you time just due to, I don't know, just like, I don't know, irregularities in the rendering. Oh, look at that.
And Nia got aims.
Man, now that is as good as his aims as you'll get, especially in a race like this. Definitely something he needed. Again, Ames' location in the B1 core, regardless if it's New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus, his location is randomized every time, so you may get instances where he's as close to the stairs in northeast. Sometimes he'll be southeast, southwest, and then the worst one, in my opinion, is northwest. It's the furthest away and the hardest to catch if you're scanning the room for him. There's actually things you could do to minimize the time loss, such as pause buffering. Which is momentarily pausing the game. And
he got on the panel before the alert got off. He got off the panel.
Oh, I just saw that.
My heart skipped a beat for a moment.
It's okay, Maya. We're gonna be fine. You know,
everything is alright. He still got it.
Yeah, he still got it. He's out of the core. Close. Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to have the alert kick in before you press the button because the alerts will not, or I'm sorry, the elevators will not operate. While under the alert, you will have to wait for an evasion or caution to actually be able to go up a floor or so. But still, you know, Makarov's gained some ground. I mean, I know he's been really shaky thus far. I mean, again, he did go for non-lethal Fat Man, as unfortunate as it was having to, you know, kind of like knock him down a second time. But right now, this is Tino's pace to lose with Harrier coming up. Depending on how exactly that Harrier goes, we shall see.
First of all, it's the bridge, and Tino never assumes, so we will see insane sensors once again. Every time I see
he's gonna go for the... Wait, what is he doing?
He was facing the wrong direction.
Space. Oh, he blew the bridge!
And this is what I was saying. He never assumes.
Oh, no.
And
oh my God, Tino. Oh man,
okay,
why did he go for the Cypher? Like, I think he was trying to go for like the quick spray with the Cypher when you're not zoomed, but he aimed into outer space and he went for it anyway. Oh man.
Oh man.
I don't know if our fact checkers could help me with this, but was that the first Show 1-2 connected bridge that we've seen detonate?
I guess, yeah. If I'm not mistaken, this was the first bridge we saw.
Oh no, my God! Oh my God!
Commentator's curse.
Oh, what is going on? Oh no, Tino didn't get the 5+1 high damage. Oh, but I don't know if it matters anymore because they both blew up the bridge. Oh my God, what is going on today? Okay, he's going for the Cypher again. Take your time, buddy. Take your time. Oh.
You almost shot the Cypher again.
Okay, just take your time. There you go. There you go. Meanwhile, Tino is trying to recover his Harrier fight, so I think it looked like he was trying to go for a 5+1 high damage setup, meaning you hit the Harrier at the very beginning 5 times, along with a chance to get double the damage. And, oh, Tino didn't get out of the way in time for the missile. So I think he's going to go into Missile Barrage. I don't think there's enough time to get another hit in.
Oh?
No!
Oh,
Missed it.
sad.
All right, meanwhile, Makarov also going for Harry. He did not get the 5+1 either. That looked like a 4+1, like, standard damage. Oh my god. Man, you were just talking about, like, heart attacks and, you know, like, trying to, like, not lose your grip. No, Tino, what are you doing? No! What is going on? No!
Everyone is just falling and blowing up bridges, and Harry and not behave. And this is
Oh
what we
my
were
God.
talking about.
Did he try to go for the pipe and fell over? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, and he went for it again! My god, he's ballsy. Oh, hold me by you. I don't know if I can handle this anymore.
Same.
But man, I mean, this race is like, you know, like those Etch-a-Sketch toys. You know, you draw something, you shake it up, and everything kind of just like gets reset to what you just knew. I mean, that's happened in this race now. Like, we've seen the bridge blow up twice. We've seen someone go for a swim. The Harriers were fucking like chaotic. You know, which is like, what is going on? My god, this is actually a race again. I mean, Tino does not have that big of a lead like he did going in. I mean, you know, Makarov definitely has chances to pull this back. Oh my
We also
goodness.
have swim glitch.
Oh, Makarov. Oh.
I know.
Oh yeah, he was trying to cartwheel up to the ladder and didn't press action in time.
Coming up, we have a swim glitch, where I know that Tino will go for it. When I asked him in the last relay when he was racing against Apache, I asked him for a bit of information for the commentary because it was my first commentary, and he told me he will always go for swim glitch because he does it for so long he wouldn't even know where to swim anymore.
And this is for Tino, you're saying?
Yeah, this is for Tino.
I definitely respect that. I mean, I mean, when people ask me, you know, do you go for swim glitch all the time and why? And for some people, it's different. You know, I try to train myself that there's going to be competitors I'll go up against that know how to do it, and that cartwheel's a little early. You know, some people know how to do the swim glitch, but just choose when to use it. Others do it every single time, whether if it's out of habit or for me, I tell myself I'm going to be facing up against somebody where I feel like I have to do it, whether if I'm ahead or behind. And, you know, so we'll see. I would almost expect, like you said, Tino will go for it. Makarov, I don't know if he will, honestly. I really don't know.
I know that he was practicing it, but especially now with the new rapid fire setup. We'll see. I really can't tell for him. But if I had to guess, I don't know if he's looking at the race right now, but I guess if he's behind, he will try at least. If he's capable of doing it. If he feels consistent enough.
Oh, Tino, a little late on that post-elevator menuing, but, you know, hopefully as long as he gets the circuit box with the president intact and the circuit box destroyed, then he should be just fine. But I think what would be really sick is if they both go for it, because honestly, I feel like they would.
Okay, and first of all, Tino not shooting the president, which is really good.
Yeah, there was supposedly a noted world record run that was lost in here.
Yeah, because the president got shot twice.
I'm sure that certain individual probably hates my guts for bringing it up again, while another individual is
Yeah,
probably
I just have to hold back laughing because, yeah, you don't. He just looks a bit. I can't even describe it. I'm scared.
I'm sorry, Patch. I love you, man.
I took these photos.
But I mean, I'm sure D Limes is listening, and he's just having a big old grin, just bringing it up. He just loves. He just
said
loves finding things like that in a
Yeah.
run, and he just brings it up, or if it's
And this is
Platonic
why I will
triggering
always
and minding
bring
the
it. This
bridge.
is why I will always bring it up. If I know that the Alliance is around, I will always bring it up, just for his sake.
Yeah, just keep the meme alive. But anyways, back to this race. now that I think the adrenaline's gone down after the whole Shell 1-2 connecting bridge incident.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. So I would say they both go for swim glitch.
Tino
Whether
for
with
sure,
or without rapid
Makarov,
fire, I
no
won't know.
clue. But we also
Okay.
know that Tino is capable of a really good swim glitch, especially because he found a new setup with
He's going
analog.
for it. Oh, there he goes.
He found a new setup with analog where he says it's easier for him to do.
Okay, so he
Never
almost
mind.
got a one cycle, so he just got out of that corner, so he's gonna go for another pass. Which, if he hits
and
this, looks good. 2 cycle,
2 cycle
very
for him.
nice. You know, so he lost a little bit of time because he went over around the corner, but very nicely done to recover it, and he surfaces properly, and he's through.
Okay, Makarov not going for it.
Let's see. You know, that
And
doesn't
nice
surprise
round
me,
one.
but I'm actually shocked that Makarov didn't try to go for it. But
Maybe
I mean,
he doesn't feel confident at it yet.
You know, because I was gonna say after what we saw with the Shell 1-2 bridge, I wouldn't blame either one for opting out just from saying, you know what, I'm just glad to even be here. I don't even want to, you know, swim glitch.
And Wamp is another thing coming up for Makarov. Maybe he just wants a little pre-rev before.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the tensions were high. I mean, for both these
Yeah.
guys, and you know, swim
They
glitch
really were.
is also very intense. And when you get to Vamp, and if you're not careful with the Stinger shooting, Vamp will gain iframes and go underneath the water. So Tino made it through just fine. Makarov going for his. And he also made it through just fine. So no B-Man specials for Vamp today. Also trying to keep that meme alive. Sorry, B-Man. Oh, man.
Glad I'm no meme with that yet. I did not
We're
pull
all,
any.
we're all about the memes.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm no meme yet.
Oh, man.
At least the United lose world record by
Man.
doing something.
I thought BMN was the one that was a savage in the chat during races like this, but Daylight just coming out, he's like, nope, no F's given. He's just gonna say it anyway, even if
he's right. And he also did not lose the race by 2 seconds because of a huge time loss.
Oh man, I don't even know where this race is anymore. I'm just like all over the place mentally.
All about the memes right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we've seen explosions, we've seen people go for a swim, we've seen swim glitches. I mean, you know, but now at this point, you know, we're getting him back over to Shell 1 via a fence line in Stradell. You know, the temperature in the run kind of cools down for a bit. I mean, figuratively and literally since we're swimming back, but at this point,
Don't
you
know
kind
if
of
the
just
water
kind
is
of.
that cold. Maybe it's warm. Maybe it's heated or something. We can't know.
I don't know. I mean, where they're at, I mean, I don't know if I would want to go for a swim in that water. I mean, it looks pretty cold to me.
Yeah,
But-
okay, true.
But, you know, it's at this point of the run, you know, things kind of slow down for a little bit. You can kind of, you know, recollect your thoughts. And then when you get to sniping, it's also not as intense, you know, and this is a perfect opportunity to not only kind of gauge where you and your opponent are in this race, but you can also make any kind of last minute decisions on, you know, how Arsenal gear will be handled, raise, solidus, any kind of adjustments that need to be done. It's seawater, it's freezing. I know, man. That's why I don't want to be the one to find out if it's cold, because I'm pretty sure that it is.
I'm just saying again, maybe it's heated because it's still like kind of inside the building. Maybe the heating still works.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just surprised that Shell 2 is still in one piece after like one of the struts blew up like earlier in the run. Wait, what is Makarov doing? Just grab her hand.
I guess he forgot to disable rapid fire there.
Oh man.
At least it looked like it.
Yeah, I think maybe that's what was going on. I mean, he didn't really turn her all the way either, but you know, I mean, unfortunately, I don't know if rapid fire helps you with grabbing her hand sooner. I don't know, maybe it
Oh,
does.
because yeah, not really, because you would have to do it in such a specific way that you are grabbing her hand and then instantly disable rapid fire. Otherwise, you would just grab her hand and ungrab it.
Enable rapid fire. I mean, no joke. I mean, that actually scares me is if you can kill Emma by accident doing that, because the rapid fire accelerates your input to like near perfect inhumane speeds. Um, you know, especially when it comes to the sniping section later with the PSG-1, it goes from a very fast semi-auto weapon to, you know, the PSG-1 being retrofitted as a machine gun with a scope. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It fires that fast with rapid fire on. It's unbelievable. And okay, Tito's getting a little mixed up on which way to grab Emma to, you know, to get her through the last part of the escort section, but he's still got a fairly decent lead. I mean, Makarov's not that far behind, honestly. I mean, it's not over until it's over. More than just the meme of Liquid saying, and wait, did Tino forget to turn off rapid fire for opening that door? It looked like he did, because he opened it really slow, and oh, he got stuck. He got her stuck on the corner. Oh man, you can't be doing that this late in the run. But anyways, he's getting through. He's beginning his sniping section. Again, the lead still favoring Tino. But, you know, with Arsenal gear, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Shell 1-2 connected bridge wasn't a place I expected for a lot of things to happen. And who knows, maybe Arsenal gear could be just like that. I hope not, because I don't know if I can handle it.
No to Genum Falls, please.
Yeah, I mean, you really hate to see it, but just as much as you hate to see it with the 1-2 connecting bridge. But anyways, with the sniping on VE, you're guaranteed steady aim, so you will not have to manage potassium usage. You'll also not have as many guards and ciphers to deal with, along with no claymore mines on any of the bridges that you'll have to destroy ahead of time for Emma, as there are none. So at this point, just kind of clean up the early set of guards and ciphers, get a call from Snake saying, hey, you want help? And be like, we're not interested, because you know what, man, we got rapid fire. And once
And we just heard I got sound for his feet for a second to listen if Emma falls, but does not sound like it.
Yeah, I actually only have Tito's volume on right now, but
Yeah, I just listened in. I was confused for a second by myself.
no, that's actually a valid thing, because even if it's on VE, there actually is a thing you got to be careful of, which is for some reason in this game, when you're standing too close to the first bridge and you possibly scope in on Emma, and allows her to fall. I don't know, it's really bizarre why it does that, but there's actually things you can do to mitigate that chance of her falling over, such as standing close by to the thermal goggles spawn, you know, just right where the ladder is on where Makarov is positioned, and not zooming in your sniper unless if you absolutely have to. And by doing this, you're more than guaranteed to just keep Emma upright and moving. Having her fall will lose you, I think it's like 6 to 7 seconds. It's a lot over what's worth with this section. So at this point, we just kind of relax.
We're sitting here getting a sip out of our drinks.
Yeah, this is a good moment to stretch, go to the bathroom, get that drink, and then I guess I can mention this since we are waiting for a little bit. So next month on Metal Gear Speedrunners, for the Twitch channel, there will be a 3-day marathon celebrating the channel going affiliate. That's right, we're getting the sub button, emotes, sub badges, maybe alerts. I'm actually not sure myself, but hey, it's gonna be awesome. You know, it's it's going to be 2 days of marathon runs, including MGS.
I will be really sad if the alert sound from Metal Gear Solid won't be used for an alert sound on the channel. I will be really disappointed and really sad.
I'm actually on the edge of my seat, as what we'll get over there. But if you're interested, be sure to tune in to twitch.tv/Metal Gear Speedrunners. It's from December 4th through 6th. There'll be 2 days of marathons. We'll include games from the Metal Gear franchise, as well as just other games people have submitted just to, celebrate, as part of the event. 1 out of the 3 days will be a specific MGS-focused relay race. The team theme is Team Rations versus Team Calorie Mates.
Wait, aren't we even in the same team for that one? You're Calorie Mate, right?
Oh man, you know it. Team Calorie Mates all the way, baby.
Let's go.
But anyways, there'll be races, an MGS1 PC port, and the PSTV version. There'll also be a relay race in MGS2 VE, which, Mayu, you are a part of that, racing against Makarov.
Yeah.
I will be running MGS3 HD Collection against Sparty on European Extreme PS3. That's definitely going to be an awesome race.
Blue Battle versus... Was it Blue Battle versus Tyler, who are running Twin Snakes all duck tags on Extreme?
That's right. And just like Metal Gear Solid 4, TBE New Game Big Boss Run, both of those got accepted into AGDQ 2021 recently, and both of those will be represented throughout that marathon celebration, with Jaguar King kicking it off with MGS4 on day 1, and Tyler showing off the dog tag category along with Blue Metal in their relay race on the following day. So it'll be beyond awesome. So definitely tune in. Team Instant Noodles.
Wait. Who?
It's just Apache. Yeah,
Okay, three-way relay, I guess then.
Yeah, Apache's a team to himself, but if he needs a partner for Team Instant Noodles, I don't mind kind of defecting over. I mean, MGS3 is all about defections, right? I mean, it just kind of naturally goes with it. It's like, I'm sorry, Team Calorie Mates, but I'm defecting over to Noodles. You can't come with me.
Ah, that's unlucky. He just said Team Instant Noodles not allowed to compete because too good.
I mean, they are too good.
But the team only contains of one member. So
instead of loyalty to the end, it's loyalty to the memes. So there you have it. So we're now done, at least for one, soon to be the other for Makarov, and a little bit of trouble trying to get Vamp. They're trying to use the rapid fire to get Vamp. Tito did it very nicely. Makarov having a little bit of trouble, but sniping section is done. Riffing through that is difficult as actually doing the sniping. I mean, we're trying our best here. So we're coming up to the end game. So I guess, Maya, what are some things coming up with Arsenal gear for VE for both these guys?
First of all, Makarov has to get above the bridge, which if you fall through the bridge, it will send you all the way back to after sniping. But in Arsenal gear, which is coming up, is the Genome gap, or the Genome itself.
Oh, Backdrop missed the cipher. Oh.
Now he has to shoot all the ciphers down other.
Oh no. Maya, I remember you giving me this lesson with this area when I was having this problem, and you really hate to see it. Now, thankfully, he didn't fall through the bridge when he was getting attacked, because that's what will happen if you try to just tank it. Oh, but he did get the nice coil up those steps. But anyways, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, the Genome. You don't have any equipment, have to get through there without getting seen. An alert can, or even without an alert, it can happen that you fall through the gap, which can cost to 18 seconds. If you're a specific person, up to 30 seconds, and can lose your race by 2 seconds after, but normally up to 18 to 20 seconds.
Yeah, with this now sudden turn of events, a little bit. Still favoring Tino right now. He's now just getting out of the torture cell, making his way into the infamous Arsenal gear Jejunum. Bum bum bum. So, few different ways to handle this room. I believe he's just gonna go for the upper level strat, where I think he's just gonna go for the immediate cartwheel to the guard on the right. Sometimes you can go off left and play it safe and go around this guard.
Oh, he got the
Oh,
alert.
he got the alert, but did he make the jump? He did.
He did
Alright,
not
so
get
that's-
shot.
Kid, a little hung up on that cartwheel, but this will lose him a little bit of time.
Yeah,
But he did
kicking-
make it through the gap.
Punch in the guard to make sure to not get kicked there.
Yeah, so ideally what you want to do with that strat is you can either cartwheel into the guard before the alert kicks in, which is meant to lure another guard upstairs and giving you a chance to make the Jejunum gap with the cartwheel. Let's see, other times you can just opt out of it by going around to the left. Saves you, I guess, just the setup aggravation if the confidence isn't there, but it will lose you a little bit of time. So,
3 to 4 seconds.
yeah, Tino's he's having fun in Ascending Colon, and Makarov's
Makarov.
going for the alert strat, so this is interesting. As far
But
as I
misses
know,
to take the call there. He did not
oh
get
no,
the inside.
the guy is right on his heels. He's got to be careful. Oh, as that one, he makes the
Okay, but he did not
make
get
the
shot down.
Yeah, like he said, he did not menu in the codec when he reached the if once you go up those stairs and you see Raiden's leg kind of like kick up, that's your prompt to actually select your codec, to kind of like get ready for it. But very interesting, because what I was about to say was I was under the impression that Platonic Guy was the one kind of messing around with the early alert Jejunum strat, which is meant to lure guards forward. It saves you, I don't know what it was, like frames if you pull it off perfectly over the other method. I don't know. It's kind of risky because, it really depends on not getting shot or knocked over by the first guard that you lure at the beginning. But anyways, Tengu 1, just make your way from point A to point B. Take down every Tengu that you need to with the AK while going through the door using the punch kick first person view method, which you'll see right here. Punch kick, let go of the camera, and he's through. Meanwhile, Makarov's still waiting in the Ascending Colon hallway, which you need to swipe the weapon at least once. Stay in the upper half of the hallway for, I don't know, it's like 45 seconds or something. If there's a way to skip this, there is a bounty out there to get it. It's worth, I think it's like $1,000? Or maybe it's 1,200. I forget the exact number, but there is an outstanding bounty if you find a very significant skip in this game. Okay, Apache's telling me 1K, but still, that's a lot of dollars. So, if you find like a big sequence skip or something that saves a lot of time, be sure to share it with the MGS2 Discord and MGS2. We would love to hear it, and there may be a bounty out there for you. So while Makarov's going through Tengu 1, you'll notice that Tino is doing the so-called Bestwick setup, which is standing on the upper half part of the room, angling the Stinger at the doorway above where you and Snake are. It gives you more favorable trajectory pathing for the Stinger to get kills sooner. It reduces the chances of the Tengus vaulting over the railing, giving them iframes. I'm thinking Makarov might do the same. I'm not sure. An alternate setup is staying in the middle of the room and just aiming with the Stinger. Both methods work. I tend to like this Bestwick setup more just from the fact that it kind of manipulates, to a degree, the Tengu's movement patterns, so it makes it less likely they'll want to jump across the middle right away, given that you're further away from them. But yeah, right now this is definitely Tino's to lose.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Tengus
it
can
really.
still troll you a bit by just standing in the doorway, plucking out the Tengus.
Yeah, it's gonna have to take a lot for Tino to blow this to give Makarov a chance to, catch up, because, he's getting through Tengu 2. Tino's about to get into Raze and Solidus soon after. But man, what a race!
Definitely
Oh,
saw
man.
a lot of unfortunate stuff happen.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a section to highlight just from, you know, us losing it as the Shell 1-2 connecting bridge.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad we did not see any other huge hiccups after.
I don't know if I could handle it if we did.
I'm not sure either.
So, beauty of raise on VEs, you only have to take off 3. You know, under the difficulties, it changes. So, he's doing the standard method of just aiming at the middle, left, followed by the ray on the right when he jumps on stage. There's actually a slightly... I'm sorry, go ahead, Mayu.
I just said he defeats the safe boss.
Yes, you do not want to get caught by the save boss, trust me. It's very embarrassing.
I guess
Especially
it
with
even
my console.
costs. I guess it even costs more time than both ramps combined.
Squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son.
Tino's getting squeezed a bit, looking around while doing that.
They're just playing.
Yeah,
Having a
bit of
little,
fun.
like, rough father-son bonding.
You know he doesn't know anything. It's not him I want the answers from.
So, Solidus
I
coming
always
up
ask
for, you know...
myself, who does he want the answers from otherwise, if not Raiden?
I think in the lore of the story, I think he was trying to get the answers out of Ocelot because he was kind of like the overseer over this whole, like, incident. You know, he's just there to kind of, like, keep tabs on, you know, not only what Raiden is up to, but Solidus. Like, they're just playing out the roles for recreating the whole S3, like, Shadow Moses, you know, recreation. And I think towards the end, Solidus kind of suspects something was up.
And
But
there,
anyways,
let us for Tino.
so with Solidus, just knock him over with the lethal side of the high-frequency blade. Bait out the missiles twice. Oh, okay, a little bit slow on that follow-up hit, and he's not going to get... So because he wasn't far enough away before knocking Solidus into phase 2, he will not get a quick zip, meaning Solidus will just zip to the shorter side of the rooftop. But not a big deal, because, I mean, he's still got plenty of time to work with here. So it looks like he's going to go for the block. And he does. And, oh, he let go! Oh, what are you doing? Oh, but he did go for a mid-combo parry. And he's on fire. I mean, literally.
On fire, literally. I just want to...
And that is going to be
that's it.
time for
Tino.
Tino.
We're still going to IGT here because there's differences in loads. And also, we sum up all of the IGTs completely in case of a tie, so we can see who actually gets to make the playoffs if we have a 3-way tie or more way tie.
Yeah, so every second you can try to get, even if the run doesn't go your way, will get documented, and score screens will be shown regardless. Like Mayu said, as Makarov just wraps up with his Solidus fight. So it's phase 1.
Enable disable a rapid fire.
Oh my god, I just turned out the volume for him, and the first thing I hear is that rapid fire prompt. Alright, so Makarov also going for the block. You can actually do a parry when Solidus charges into you. It is risky, but depending on your setup and where you're positioned...
Enable a rapid fire.
Oh, what are you doing? Yeah, see, I used
There
to...
we go.
Alright, so that's time for both. That's time for Makarov, and then it's a run complete for both runners. GG's to both. We'll wait for the score screen, but what I was going to say is I used to do the stab a lot in that fight, but more recently I've been opting away from it. It just doesn't feel reliable anymore. Like, there's certain cases where I think you can do it, like in an initial charge. There's a setup for it, but like mid-fighting, I just don't do it anymore. You know, because like the thing about the impale is like there's a weird targeting mechanic that goes with that, and if you're on an angle on the rooftop, since it is kind of on a slight angle down, the impale can miss. Sometimes if you do it too slow, it'll just kind of stagger Solidus and won't damage him. But anyways, yeah. So This is definitely, without seeing the score screen just yet, as we will, a lot of things happen. Okay, I'm swapping volume off of Macro because now he's just
Yeah.
doing the platonic enabled meme with the prompt. But yeah, I kind of had a feeling Tino was like favored to win this, but wasn't by a whole lot though. That was the only thing I think that caught me by surprise was, you know, yeah, they both had severe mistakes happen in the same place by coincidence, but you know, GG's to both.
To both.
Oh man, what a day. So I don't know if there's
Fun
any other
to
races
quit.
after this, but
No,
you
I
know,
don't think so. The only race is you versus Tyler on Wednesday.
yeah, that's
Mistaken?
okay. D-Lams is just confirming it for me. I just didn't want to bring up that one unless if there was another one. I just didn't want to
Yeah.
skip over it. Future races coming up is going to be like Manu said, myself against Tyler 2022. It's going to be Wednesday at, oh god, if I remember this, I think it was Wednesday at 2 p.m. EST. I think it was 5. Okay, 5 p.m. EST. All right, thanks for confirming, D-Limes. So we have that race coming up. We also have a batch of races on Thursday, which is going to be on the MGS2 stream, which thankfully there's actually a schedule I can pull up to.
Yeah, I just wanted to pull out a schedule as well because I'm not sure either. Let me see.
So we are on week 7. Man, that is crazy that it's
Yeah.
already
Hey,
been this far.
the week after we were going against each other. After the off week, of course.
Oh yeah, because we're trying to work around the holidays for Thanksgiving and then the Christmas holidays, weeks later. So we got Patchy versus Tino, kicking it off on Thursday. That'll be at 6:15
The
p.m.
revenge for the relay.
Yes, and then Platonic Guy versus myself at 7:30. That is going to be a tough match, but Platonic and I have raced each other before, so I'll just kind of give it everything I got. Anything can happen. Then we got Makarov versus Plywood to end the night at 8:45 p.m. EST. Again, these are just rough estimates for start times, as there will be, um, given no tech delays, but there will be like pre-show content with Apache and D-Limes, just kind of going over things on current events and as well as like past things with the VE League they want to mention. It's lots of fun. So definitely tune into the VE League on Thursday at 6 p.m., which is when it officially starts. The race is soon after. Or if you can tune into any of the Discord matches Wednesday at 5 p.m. EST for my race against Tyler. So yeah, lots of races coming up and back-to-back races for me. Muck ass.
Really looking forward to the one between you and Tyler. This will definitely be a close race.
I'm trying to think. The last time I raced Tyler, I think was in the Twin Snakes relay, in my very first relay I participated in. And it's been a long way since for me. Definitely for him too. And I respect everybody in this league, and especially people I know that really like can pull it together. Like they have the skill set. I mean, Tyler's been racing for longer than I have, so I mean, he definitely knows like what he's doing, and you know, uh, so I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like it's gonna be a tough race either way. I mean, a lot of things can happen to anybody, so it'll be fun. It'll be nice to kind of race him again because I can't remember if I raced him separately any other time. Like we've had exhibition races in this game where it was either be myself and D-Limes or myself and Apache. Then there's the what was it, 5-way race where it was myself, D-Limes, Apache, Platonic, and GoGo BMN. Which that was the exhibition race where he revealed the M9 pickup, which we were all kind of looking at him like, dude, what are you doing? Which actually, as it turned out, he revealed a strat that was legit and opened Pandora's box to now this M9 routing. Thank you. But also shout outs to BMN for making the auto splitter for this game, as well as the variables that go with it as extensions, including the auto splitter for MGS1 PC. So definitely a very handy guy, both in the game and outside the game. You didn't make shit. Oh, come on, B man.
Come on, dear man.
Now he's just being humble. He's like, yeah, I didn't do anything. He just
Yeah, he just made the auto splitter. He made a trainer so we can reset different parts of the run constantly if we have trouble with it. Yeah, he didn't do anything, for sure.
he even made a randomizer too for this game. Like it changes the difficulty of the room every time you load into the next zone. It's really insane. Yeah,
That
B
actually
man
sounds
is
fun
about as
and
legendary.
intimidating at the same time.
I wasn't the one that played the game. Okay, he's just being humble. But anyways, time will be coming up for Tino as soon as he reaches the end of the credits and mashes past the I don't know what you call like epilogue discussion.
Hopefully he does not mash too fast and too much. We had it once where he just skipped right through the time.
I think it was Plywood that said that he lost PB once because he forgot to like mash after the credits, and I think there was a time when I almost forgot to do that myself, where it was like, "Yeah, don't forget to mash," and I would mash,
Yeah,
and I already
I had it.
out of the
I had
game.
it
I was like,
once.
"Crap."
I had it once. That was like, it was still a PB for me, but I lost a few seconds there because I wasn't clicked into the screen.
All right, so time for Tino. Oh yeah, I forgot to even make any predictions for times. I wasn't
Yeah,
really paying
same.
attention. I kind of
Mm,
lost. I kind of lost sight of everything
I'm not
after
looking. I say
1-2.
104. I'm going with the meme. 104.20 for Tino and 105.20 for Makarov, and we have a
So
104.45 for Tino. So I'm 25 seconds off, but I wanted to go with the memes.
for 2 continues, for that run for Tino, that's pretty good. I mean, I know you definitely want to get better than this and go continuous, but that actually wasn't a bad run. I mean, it was just really the falling through the water or falling into the water and blowing up the
But
cliff.
Tino just said, give me a +3. Got -3 on credits. Not sure what is this with him. He has this. His game is lagging out in credits, but this isn't the first time it happened. And he also does not understand, apparently, why this happens.
Okay.
But
Well,
respect to him that he points it out if this
yeah,
happens.
while that gets figured out, time for Makarov. This is probably going to be I don't know. There's a lot of things that happen, but I'm going to say like a 106 plus just from what I've seen. But we'll see. This is a 106.03. Wow.
103.
Wow. That was really close.
Well, certainly not bad for either one. It was definitely an exciting race for both. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of things we haven't seen in league so far. From
Connecting
1-2
bridge.
to Genum and things like that. But
My God,
um,
Tino. Man, Tino's going the B-man playbook of just being savage in the chat.
that's gonna wrap it for this edition of VE League. We will see you guys for the next one, and thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thanks for having Mayu and I for
Yeah,
commentary.
thanks for that. And thanks, Joe, for joining me again. I really enjoy commentating with you.
Absolutely, anytime.